listening to the Sound and Spirit Artist Link Extra. Our special guest is Crystal Lewis. Crystal, tell us, are you a people person?
Oh, yes and no. It depends. It's, probably my favorite thing to do is stay home. That's probably my favorite thing to do. But then there's times where, I want to break from that, and it's hard because I travel so much that when I come home, I just want to be at home. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to stay home. And then, on the same token, at the exact same time, the first thing I want to do when I come home is go to the mall, because there is no shopping like the shopping at my house. And so, I want to get back into the swing of all my little friends at the mall.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's a good thing. You come home from being on the road, and once you get in the house, you decide, hey, I want to go do something.
Exactly. And I really do have an incredibly great core group of friends at home that I know are praying for me, that I know are my friends regardless of how long I'm gone and what I'm doing. I know that they know me. And when other people say, oh, Crystal's too busy or whatever, they say, no, you don't understand. This is her life and what God has called her to, and it's okay.
Yeah, that's good. I was just thinking a few minutes ago about how you said sometimes you go good with people and other times you don't. It made me wonder if it's easier for you to communicate to everybody through your music as opposed to just like one-on-one with someone. How does that work with you?
It's much easier for me to communicate in song and in word from stage than it would be for me to communicate one-on-one. I don't know why that seems awfully strange to most people, that it'd be easier for me to share my heart, whatever it is I'm dealing with in front of a bunch of people I don't know, instead of like just to my husband or my dad or, something. But it is.
Right, I understand. Crystal, let's talk about this for a moment. You sing, I assume, because, you love the Lord, because you're a Christian, because you were raised in church, because you love music, all that. How does that fit into your life?
I think it's just a combination of everything, of my heritage, coming from a really rich background of pastors and grandpas being pastors and things like that. And I just think I don't really think I can hold down a normal job. I don't think I could do it. I think Brian and I both, we were just made for each other. We love to create, and, I think it's, every night we open the show with God's Been Good to Me, and I sing it, I've sung that song 100 stinking times, and yet I sing it and I realize, yeah, he has. What a spoiled little brat I am to be able to do what I love, and bring my family with me, and it's almost unfair, but, I'm not complaining.
We're going to go ahead and play another song from your album Gold called For Such a Time as This. Crystal, go ahead and let us know what that song means to you.
That song was written by a dear friend of mine, Annie Barber. She wrote Lion and the Lamb, co-wrote Lion and the Lamb with another guy as well. And so she's just a fantastic writer. She and her husband travel with Franklin Graham a lot, and I wish they were... it's one of those underdog stories where it's like they're better than almost anybody out there vocally. And I just wish I'd give anything for... Actually, they're on Metro One, and we're like, we got to get them signed to a major label because they deserve so much more. But anyway, that song, I sat down with her one day and asked her why she wrote it. And she was scheduled to do a women's retreat, and it was on Esther, and... So she sat down, started to write it, and of course the chorus was For Such a Time as This, because that's the big thing that Mordecai says to Esther. And she just got stumped. She got completely stuck, and she didn't finish it for about 6 months, and just left it, and finally came back to it 6 months later. And just was having a quiet time and was so convicted that she was so comfortable. And the song took a completely different turn than she had originally anticipated. And it says so. It convicted me the first time I heard she and her husband John sing it at a Franklin crusade. And it was just, for me, growing up in the church especially, you can get so comfortable with your own little brand of Christianity and such the like. And I loved the idea of God saying, no, this requires faith, to step out and do something that you're thinking, but you just can't quite get yourself to do. And this is about doing that thing.